Okay, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but Callaway do not think you're good enough for this golf club. Hear me out. You see, Callaway need no introduction as a golf brand, but I'm going to pull no punches here. They don't think you are good enough for this golf club. You see, long before mini drivers were even a thing, Callaway were producing some fantastic fairway finding bombers. So you see today we have the Callaway X-Hot 3 Deep fairway wood. Now this is a 13-degree pros head and it features quite a lot of technology to potentially help you hit longer drives or tee shots or even into par 5s or long par 4s. You'll see it features the speed frame face cup. Try saying that quickly. I actually think the head shape is one of the best looking head shapes Callaway have ever made. I'm not a huge fan of the kind of matte grey on top, but I managed to get this golf club for a staggering £67.99 from Golf Clubs for Cash. Now it does feature a Project X 6.0 shaft, and I think, to be honest, it's not in the best condition as you can see with the face, but Callaway don't make these anymore. And I think they don't make them anymore because I think they've lost confidence in you and in me and in everybody else. You see, if you get this club right, it can be, that felt absolutely incredible. It can be one of the best performing, best feeling, best sounding golf clubs ever. You actually feel like you've achieved something when you hit it. Now, if you look at the face here, now you see, we look at the face here and you'll see that it is a really, really deep face. If I showed you this without showing you the sole and without showing you it's a 13-degree head, I guarantee you'd probably be thinking, oh wow, what driver is that? Because it's very, very deep top to bottom. Now, that's why it's obviously called the 3 Deep. Why don't Callaway make these anymore in the Paradigm range, in the Paradigm AI Smoke range? We didn't have one in the Maverick range, we didn't have one in the Epic range. The X-Hot was actually one of Callaway's best ranges, I'd say probably pre-Paradigm, because Paradigm was a big shift. Right, there's a pun there, but we're not going to address it. But there's no getting around, the Paradigm was a big step up for Callaway when it came to not only performance, but also their marketing attempts with the signings of Good, of Bob Does Sports, of Roger Steele, of all these people who probably have more eyes on them than a lot of tour pros, is what I'm trying to get at. But back to what really matters, where's the 3 Deep gone? Because as I stand at this now, I look at it and I think, you know what? Look at that for a ball flight. That was ever so slightly toey, but that's not moved in the air. I felt the face gear open just a touch, but if you're under the gun, if you're wanting to hit more fairways, you're still wanting a decent spin rate, you're still wanting decent ball speed, we are going to test this in the studio today, so make sure you do stay tuned for that. That is absolutely unbelievable. Also, just a quick side note, guys, we are well on the way to 300,000 subscribers. As you can see, a large percentage of you viewers are not subscribed. So please make sure you do consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss future videos, including some new top secret stuff coming the other side of Christmas. But has the mini driver killed this 3 Deep? Has the mini driver ruined everything that Callaway works so hard for a club like this? And should you go and buy one, if you can get your hands on one for, let's say, £67.99. It's literally like the grip's brand new as well. I don't know what's happened to the face. But before we jump inside and test this for numbers, let's see if we can hit another very consistent tee shot down the par 5, and let's see if we can hit it off the fairway. Right, that's 3 in a row. That's 3 in a row, and I haven't been hitting driver that well recently. So the fact that they're all pretty much bang smack in the middle of the fairway and it felt fantastic and it looks fantastic and it was £67.99. Who's going to tell Callaway about the big elephant in the room? We're not all that bad, and for those of us who are, this is actually quite good and forgiving. So even if we are all that bad, this should still be in the lineup. And now I've been working in the golf industry for quite some time now, and it's funny what phases you see, it's funny what fads you see, and it's funny what comes in and out of fashion. Very much like the rest of the world. You will see something like this come soon again, because I once tested the Ping, was that called the 3 Deep? I think it might have been. A very similar ideology, so not quite a mini driver, but basically a mini driver, slightly longer shaft, 13 degree, just a smaller head than today's very, very fad-like mini driver. Isn't it funny? As we walk down here, I have to ask myself, front to back dispersion wise, does it get much better than that? 2 balls on the right side of the fairway, 1 ball bang smack in the middle, and they've both gone, I'm going to say around 240 yards. Like, that was from the back tee, it's wind to the ball's not running much. 240 yards is fine for me off the tee. It opens the hole up nicely for 68 quid and a penny back. Okay, so let's talk some numbers for this Callaway X Hot 3 Deep. Is there a big reason why Callaway got rid of this? Is there a big reason why maybe it could make a comeback? We've had a little bit of a loosener in here, a warm-up, so straight away that feels incredible. That's spinning around 2,000. I almost feel like it's dipping out the air a little bit. You can see that's 268 yard total, 245 carry. For me, a 250 carry with a 3 woods, the best I'm going to get. The fact that this is obviously that deeper head 13 degree means it might not carry as much unless I can really get it launching, but it should run out more like we saw there. Oh, that's the bad one. That's the one where you're really not getting any forgiveness whatsoever. And to be honest, it breaks my heart to hit that one straight after hitting that really, really good one. I was hoping this might just be a bit of a cakewalk. That was nice. Spin a little bit higher, so it's launched high. It was very toey though. If we have a look at the replay of this, it's pitched not too bad, but it's not run out spinning higher. If we look at the replay, you'll see just how toey that strike was. You see the face gear open there. Come on, middle of the face and that swing. There we go. That's one of the better ones I've got. So nice spin, 2.7. Pitching again, kind of 245 up to 260 odd. I honestly do think there's something in this. I really, really like this as an idea, as a golf club, as a weapon to potentially hit better tee shots. However, when you cut across it like that one, it's almost like one good, one bad. And that might be why Callaway, even with that speed frame technology, have done away with this, because you have to be some player to be able to get the strike every time you want with it. That felt incredible again. But still dippy. That's that 2,000 spin, it's 240, it's 260 odd total. But again, it's finding that middle ground when you're hitting off the deck like we are here to be able to get the launch and the spin. If we now tee this up, you'll see that it might become that little bit easier. That's a toey one, but definitely launching better, obviously off the tee, which it's gonna do, 244. It's very similar. When you get it good, I like it. And out on the golf course, I didn't seem to hit many bad shots with it. In here where you are just kind of trying to hit it as hard as you can for numbers, you've got to be very careful, very careful. That could do well, go on. One of the things I love about it is the shape and size of the head. I really do wish Callaway would think about bringing it back. That's as good as I've got. That's bang on 2,000 spin. That's pitching 255 and that's running up to 280 yards. That's the one I really wanted to show you in this video. That's the one where if you can practice with this club, make that your shot, it really is an absolute beast. And I really wish Callaway would bring it back. Now we're in a rhythm. See, I say about practicing with it. That is absolutely unbelievable. All for £67.99. I might just stay here hitting this all day, to be brutally honest now. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, 233 yards, playing ever so slightly downhill. Can't tell how hard it is to get the camera inside the rangefinder there, but it does look quite cool with the new Milesy, doesn't it? So, is this enough? Because I know hybrid's not enough, and I feel like this should be about right. Let's bring it back a little bit. Nice big high fade, because 13 degrees is difficult to get on with off the deck, but can we That felt incredible. It's cutting a little bit too much. That's maybe where you could. Oh, it's right hand bunker though, so it's green high already. But that's certainly where that speed frame face cup comes in really handily if you do strike it a little bit low on the face. It's obviously a deep face, so to get the middle of the face off the deck, you'd have to really shallow out that angle of attack, which we'll try and do here. No, that's a low one. That's a low one. That's where Callaway maybe might have been right. Maybe I'm not good enough for this, for the fairway. Then you never really hit a mini driver off the fairway, would you, I suppose? Or maybe you would. Come on, better swing. The ball's below the feet, that's not really helping. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's the one. And I'm getting a little bit of turf interaction there, so I'm obviously cutting across it a little bit, which I have been doing for quite some time. But you've seen it off the tee, you've seen the numbers, you've seen it from the fairway. Callaway, I bring it to you that we are good enough for one of these clubs in next year's range, or maybe the year after, because I'm sure next year's probably already been done. See you tomorrow. Subscribe if you've enjoyed it. Goodbye.